Hey, welcome to the LinkedIn Workshop Module 2. I am very excited to have all of you people here. Well, Module 2 is going to be fun. For obviously, the Module 1 was, I don't know why I'm repeating myself 3 times, sorry about that. But then, Module 1 was a little boring. I know that because, there was a little bit of theory, not much of practicality, but it was very important because those are the answers that you need to get started with this awesome profile optimization. Let me tell you something really frankly. I kind of feel that profile optimization is one of my favorite days because the kind of information that you get of profile optimization is so valuable, so actionable that I think if you think about which is that one thing that you can do on LinkedIn which will give you the highest ROI for the time invested, that's going to be profile optimization. It's absolutely dope, and the kind of profile optimization tactics that I'll be teaching you people will be kind of out of the world. So don't skip this one, okay? I want you guys to be attentive for every second out there. All right. So officially, welcome to Module 2, profile optimization. Let's get started. Right. So what the hell? What the hell is profile optimization? Profile optimization is nothing but getting found on LinkedIn search. What do I mean by that? Obviously, right? Like you are on LinkedIn, right? There you go. We are on LinkedIn right now. Let's say you are, I don't know, let's say you're a software engineer, okay? So I look for software engineer, and let's say you're a software engineer in Mumbai, okay? Just take that example. I would say people, and then I will say location to, let's say, Mumbai. Okay. Then, if you're a software engineer in Mumbai, and if I found you here, if you're not in the first page of search, that is exactly why you should do profile optimization. That actually also means that you have not optimized your profile. Now, does that mean all these people have optimized their profile? Not really. But if you do, your profile will go up, and that's actually what profile optimization is. That is what profile optimization is. Now, what can it do for you? My friends, it can do some magic, okay? I will be frank. Like I said, it's one of the most powerful things out there. Now, if you look at it, I'm on my LinkedIn profile, right? If you look at this dashboard, this is the holy grail. If you look at this, there's something called as search appearances. What does it signify? These are the numbers. It basically shows you the number of times you were found on the LinkedIn search. Now, I was found 7,444 times between August 18th to August 25th. 7,400 times in 1 week for all these companies, and these are the kind of people who were looking for those titles. And I was ranking for head of marketing, marketing manager, founder, and hacker. I tried to rank for this keyword growth hacker, but I ranked for the keyword hacker because there are few keywords that you rank for. For example, I've optimized my profile for the keyword growth hacker, but you see hacker here because it also depends on the search, number of searches that are made on that keyword. Okay, but you get the point. What does it mean? How does it signify? When you optimized your profile right, you hit these search appearances, and this is what is super cool. Now, in your profile, you might notice that you don't see a lot of it here, or you have no such appearances, or you don't have enough data here. The reason is, well, my friend, sorry to say this, but your profile has not been found in search quite often, so that LinkedIn will populate data here. So, but don't worry, if you start following everything that I say right now, by end of the workshop, you will have enough data that LinkedIn will show up for you. All right, that's a promise from my end. Now, with that being said, that is what profile optimization can do for you. Now, it is extremely powerful. Like I already showed you this example, took a few screenshots a couple of days back. You can see that there is search appearances. On search appearances, you could see who are the kind of people who are actually looking, who actually search for you. They're founders, marketers, salespeople, software developers, and business strategists who have looked for some keyword and they found me, and also the keywords that I've been ranking for. How cool is this? LinkedIn is literally telling you, boss, why are you not doing profile optimization? And I'm telling you that these are the kind of people searching for you. That is what LinkedIn is telling you. Chilla ke bol raha hai LinkedIn that you should be optimizing, but you know what, profile optimization is something that not many people understand, and on top of that, I am one of those few. You can say that I'm the one of those people who actually created the process of profile optimization. So you are lucky. All right. So you'll get some really handy information here. All right. So what does profile optimization also mean? If you are optimized your profile the right way, it will generate traffic. And what does traffic mean? Traffic means money. What do I mean by that before I explain you the slides? Okay. When people, let's say they're looking for somebody like you and they find you on LinkedIn search, they land on your profile, right? Optimization is not just about ranking and getting found, but also about doing everything on your profile right, so that people will reach you out, connect with you, buy what you're selling, give you a job, or whatever for that matter is, right? So let me tell you something. When I say LinkedIn means money, you can see this section. This is called as a featured section. I'm going to talk more about it, but I'm just getting you guys excited about this one. All right. When people click on these links, they are redirected to multiple links that I have. For in this case, they are redirecting to this 5-day workshop here. Let's say if they click on this link, they get redirected to my masterclass, which is on LinkedIn, right? So these are links. So LinkedIn is literally giving you this link saying, go put up your top favorite links, and there you go. People can land on your website because of this. LinkedIn is literally giving you the links. We need to leverage them, and let me tell you how powerful these links are. So if you look at this, obviously my profile has been visited by 1.2 lakh people in the last 90 days, which is pretty cool, right? Pretty powerful stuff. So if you look at this, just this button which leads people to my LinkedIn masterclass, like I said, this second button, right? These are analytics, guys. This is the analytics of this button. I use a tool for this. Okay, it's a paid tool. This tool, I'm sorry, not this tool. If you look at the numbers, right? 3,289 people have clicked on this link in the last few months. People from 65 countries have clicked on this link. Okay, just one link. And this has got me more than 40 purchases, around 45 purchases so far for the program, which I sell for $1,300 on my website. Okay, look at this, $1,300 on my website, and I have sold 45 of them. It's more than, I don't know, like $60,000. 76. It's about 40 lakh rupees has been made of this one simple link. That is the power of profile optimization, my friend. That is the power of profile optimization. All right. Now, is that it? If you look at this link, that is the LinkedIn 5-day workshop link that I have right now. You might not see the same links when you're watching the video, but you get the point. There could be something else. But for this link, let me show you, throw some light about this link. It's called the LinkedIn 5-day workshop. This is a screenshot of my Google Analytics. Okay. What does it show? You can see June 30 to August 28. This is LinkedIn profile or featured links because I track everything. Now you might ask, how do I track it? If I click on this link, you will see something. Okay. You can look at this. It says featured links in Medium, right? So it's called something called as a UTM parameter. You don't need to understand what it means, to be very frank, but it basically helps me to track where is traffic coming from which page is traffic coming from. That's what it helps me do. Sorry for that flutter there. All right. So you can see the traffic that I've got. I've got 5,854 people who have come to this page from June 30 to August 28 by clicking on this simple link, and you can see that that has led to 724 conversions. 724 people have bought the LinkedIn workshop by simply clicking on that link on my profile, which is 3.62 lakhs of revenue, right? That is the power of optimizing the profile in the right way. All right. So you have a question, Vaibhav, all this sounds amazing, great. I'm very excited right now. Teach me how to optimize the LinkedIn profile, please, will you? So let me teach you how to do that. All right. So the top 2 outcomes that we optimize our LinkedIn profile for, like I've already mentioned, to get found on the LinkedIn search, and 2 is conversions. Now, what do I mean by conversions? I'm quickly going to talk about that, but before that, there are 3 factors that we will be optimizing our LinkedIn profiles for. Number 1 is searchable. Number 2 is clickable. And finally, number 3 is approachable. What the fish do I mean by that? I'm going to go deeper into each of these topics, but these are the 3 things which are called as conversions, because these are the 3 things that is happening because of your optimized profile. Alright, so searchable, clickable, approachable are the conversions. So LinkedIn profile optimization helps you to optimize your profile so that you can be found on the LinkedIn search, and also for these 3 conversions. Alright, so factor 1 is searchable on LinkedIn. So what does that mean? How can you make your profile be found for the keyword that you want to rank for? In this example, I've told you that let's say I want to rank for the keyword growth hacker. Okay, and I want to rank, let's say in, I don't know, let's say San Francisco. Alright, so I need to optimize my profile in a way that I can start ranking for this keyword growth hacker. How does that work? The first thing, there are few elements that you need to understand how to make your profile searchable. Also, the lot of tactics that I'm going to talk about right now is more like search engine optimization or SEO. For all the marketers out there, you probably know how SEO is done. So you will draw a lot of parallels between LinkedIn optimization and on-page SEO for your website. Alright, so when search for the relevant keyword and location, your profile has to be found on the first page of LinkedIn search. Now what are the factors that are involved? Name, title, location, experience, and shared connections. Now, why am I specifically talking about that? Why didn't I specify description and endorsement? I'll quickly get there. They're also very important, but the most important factors for your profile to be searched for, the P0s for you to optimize on your profile is name, title, location, experience, and shared connections. Now, why would I say that? If you look at this, focus on what's important. So LinkedIn is actually telling us what is important. When I look for the keyword growth hacker, look at all the information that is visible here. Title, name, location, experience, and shared connections. These are what is visible here. So you can see here in this example, the title is something that is visible on the excerpt. The experience is visible on the excerpt. The shared connections is visible on the excerpt, and the location is visible on the excerpt. What does that whole mean? If you want to rank for a specific keyword, make sure you mention that keyword on your title. If you want to rank for a specific location, let's say you are in Hyderabad, but you want to rank for a keyword in Mumbai, change your location to Mumbai, or change your location to San Francisco for that matter. Right? If you want to rank for keywords in San Francisco, location is very important. Right? Next is past experience. You can look at this, that I'm looking for a content creator, and it is already has darkened content and content as 2 words here. Look at my mouse. Content and content are highlighted. The reason, because this person was found when I looked for content creators. Right? So let's see if we can still find him. Let's say content writer. Okay, I think content creator. Let's look for content creator. I don't know. Just trying some examples. Okay. All right. So you can see this. So you can see that when I say content creator, right, it's highlighting this. You can see the current, it's highlighting this, right? Content is being highlighted based on the keyword. So the past experience, LinkedIn is literally telling you, boss, I look at all these factors for profiles to get ranked for. So what do you do right now? It is simple. For you to be searchable, you basically pick up the right keywords that you want to be searched for. Now, if you ask me, Vaibhav, how can I find these right keywords? That is the research that you have to do. Put yourself in the shoes of people who might be looking for you. You will get your answers, right? And put those keywords in title, experience, and also change the location to where you want to rank for. Now there's something called as shared connections there. Shared connection is something that you can't personally take care of. Shared connections will only build up the more you connect with the right set of audiences. You know, I kept saying right target audience. This is where it's again helpful. If you have the right set of audiences, if you have a bunch of marketers and growth hackers, then basically if you are added to a bunch of content writers, then you will also find shared connections in the same way. As a result, you will start ranking as well. Alright, shared connection is something that you slowly build up. It is not a one-time setup, right? So let's focus on the most important thing here, LinkedIn title. Like I said, the title of the profile is probably the most important aspect of it, because that signifies a lot. Where has the keyword mentioned, what is the position of the keyword, and everything around it. Alright, so if you look at it, you might ask, Vaibhav, what are the titles, what kind of titles can I put based on my objective? So remember, you need to put your keyword on the title for sure, but what I would say is don't stuff keywords. That is, don't just add keywords, growth hacker, digital marketer, Facebook marketer, blah blah blah. Don't put pipes and like stuff keywords. Make it human, right? And use the title, but make sure you put your keyword in the title in form of a sentence rather than abruptly. So for example, let's say you're trying to build a personal brand and you want to position yourself as a growth hacker, right? So you can say growth hacker who has driven results for more than 100 brands. That's a nice little title, because you have your keyword growth hacker in there, and you also kind of specified what is that your positioning is. After this, you can put a pipe and then use your keywords. Like let's say your secondary keywords are Facebook marketer, digital marketer, and examples, blah blah blah. Right? Or let's say you're a financial advisor, then you can see financial advisor helping people to make better investments with their money, right? And then you can put at financial now that you have financial advisor as a keyword, you can also say mutual funds consultant. I don't know if that's a word, but you get my point. You can put other keywords with pipes on it, right? So in my case, I'm not trying to position myself as anything in that aspect. So I've just said head of marketing Klook India, and then with pipes, you can see ex-Uber, growth hacker is a keyword which I would want to rank for, and also speaker is probably a keyword which I want to rank for, hence I have them with pipes, right? If you're looking for a job, then I would strongly recommend you not to use a title like, so in case of jobs, right, you need to mention which job you're looking for. Let's say you are looking for a job in software engineering. Make sure you mention that keyword, because you need to be found for that. But don't say that looking for a software engineering job, right? Or open for opportunities in a software engineering. Instead of that, make it nice, add some finesse, make it cool, right? You can say passionate software developers looking for interesting opportunities, or looking for, like challenging opportunities, looking to solve challenging problems. Something like that. So come up with interesting titles rather than boring ones, okay? Don't just be like, when the moment you say looking for a software engineering job, it sounds so low. Instead, come up with nice little ideas. Hit up your content writing friend, a person who's really good at content, and ask him for some ideas. He will definitely give you some, right? And also if you're a student, then in that case, you might not be looking for a job right away. In those cases, you might say passionate digital marketer. If you're looking for a digital marketing job, want to become a digital marketer in the future. On those lines, you get what I say? You're not looking for a job right now, but you are looking for a job in the future. So you can talk about passionate digital marketer, or digital marketer currently, how do I put it? A marketer currently working towards becoming a kick-ass digital marketer, pipe student at XYZ. Perfect. Right? Something like that. If you're trying to generate leads, that's a no-brainer. You remember, guys, if you guys remember, we built a TG statement in module 1. You can literally copy paste that. I help businesses generate leads using growth hacking. Growth hacking is your keyword, generation leads is your keyword. So you get my point. For lead generation, it's very, very easy, because you already created a freaking statement on day 1. Also, personal brands can use the same thing. But if your people are looking for a job, use the keywords like opportunities. Don't use the keyword job, but use the keyword like opportunities, and definitely use the keywords which based on which you're looking for a job. Alright, so if you're looking for a software development job, make sure you have the keyword software developer. If you're looking for, if you're a chartered accountant and looking for a job, make sure you call yourself chartered accountant in the title. Alright, very, very important. Now, if you have done searchable properly, Okay, if you have done searchable properly, you'll mostly solve clickable as well. But before I go there, right, I would like to cover a few other aspects as well, right? So when you're optimizing your profile for LinkedIn search, let me close these out. Okay, you are optimizing your profile for a specific keywords, right? Now the title is solved, which is the most important thing. Make sure you mention those keywords in your description as well. Now if you look at growth hacker as a keyword that I want to rank for, if I control F and type for growth hacker, you can see you can find a growth hacker here, which is on the top. You can find a growth hacking or a growth hacker here, and growth hacking again here and here as well. So I am trying to use that keyword multiple times in the description as well. So when you're writing your description, make sure you optimize your description for all the keywords that you want to rank for as well. And if you look at on a very high level, I want to rank for this keyword growth, you know, for multiple keywords for growth. So you can see growth marketing here, growth strategy here, growth hacking here. So you get my point, right? Description is also a very important thing that you should do, but don't stuff it. Don't add the keyword like 100 times inside your description. People will get annoyed. Okay, so don't do that. Okay. Come on, don't be insane. Right? Now, once that is done, there is something else. I spoke about experience here, right? I spoke about experience here. Now make sure you also update that. For example, the reason I'm ranking for the keyword head of marketing is because I have head of marketing here and also on the on the title, and you can also find head of marketing in this section, right? So I have it on 3 different places. In fact, you can also include a few keywords in this space. Okay, now if you look at growth hacker, I've optimized. I'm a founder at Sisinty.com, but I call myself the chief growth hacker because I want to rank for the keyword growth hacker, right? You get my point, right? If you scroll down again, I have growth hacker here, chief growth hacker. Why did I do that? Because obviously I want to rank for. Now there's some other external factors as well. Having the endorsements, especially the top 3 endorsements, try to include those keywords that you want to rank for as well. For example, growth hacker is again included, and in recommendations, if anybody is specifying the keyword that you want to rank for, that helps as well. Alright, so the idea is if you draw parallels from SEO, it becomes very simple. This section, the title section, becomes your title tag. Again, this is for people who know SEO, becomes your title tag. Your about section becomes kind of a meta description, right? Your experience section, the heading of experience are H1 tags, and this is basically your paragraph tags. And if you think about your endorsements, these are acting as tags, meta tags that you put in for helping people, for helping Google to find your content, right? So you can draw a lot of parallels, but you get the point. So if you want to be searchable, find those few keywords that you want to get ranked for and optimize your title, description, experiences, and everything around it to be found on the LinkedIn search. And that, my friends, is how you make your profile searchable. Now, here's the thing, coming back to this point again, if your profile is searchable, if you have done a good job when it comes to optimizing your profile for searchable, you have mostly optimized for the second aspect of it as well, which is clickable. I told you there are 3 things: searchable, clickable, and approachable. So factor number 2, clickable. Now when you look at a profile on LinkedIn, let's say again, let's go back to that example again. Let's say in this case, let's say freelance content writer. Okay, let's just say freelance content writer. Let's play with multiple examples. Okay, awesome. And let's say location, this time I want somebody from Hyderabad. Again guys, just an example, right? That's weird. Okay, I said freelancer content. There you go, freelance content writer. If I select people, I should get some people. There you go, 57,000 people who are, again, this is giving in Mumbai. Let me switch to Hyderabad just for this example. Apply. Something is clearly off. So let's go back to this example only without jumping there. So you get the point here. So here, if you look at this, right, if you're looking for a freelance content writer, you search for those keywords on LinkedIn search. Now it gave you a bunch of answers, right? Clickable is to build your profile in a way that a person is feeling a person becomes comfortable to click your profile, open it, and check you out in terms of if you are a good fit or not. For that, what are the things that you can look at? On the top, you look at a profile picture, right? If the profile picture, if the headshot is good, clear, professional, then it gives you a lot of confidence about the person. Next is, you might look if the person is in the same location that you want. If you're looking for a remote job, that's okay. It's not important anymore. So that is the second most important factor. Number 3 is the person a content writer? Like, is it drawing relevance? Because if the person, let's say you're looking for a freelance content writer and the description says, I don't know, digital marketer, then you might not click on this because you're like, okay, the person is probably not a content writer. Again, experience. On a very quick glance, we go through this, right? Experience also matters. And also sometimes you look at shared connections as well, because you're like, maybe, you know what, if there are shared connections, maybe somebody can introduce me, right? So that's what makes a profile clickable. The most important factor is the headshot, right? If the professional headshot, then you get a lot of confidence right there. A clear title, it reinforces what the user is looking for. It reinforces what the person is looking for in you. If they find the same keyword, that's great. And finally, easier for introduction with a shared connection. And if you're a hyperlocal, if you're looking for something hyperlocal, then your location. So that is how you can make your profile clickable. Like I said, if you are doing a good job at searchable, your profile is automatically getting optimized for clickable, right? So the final one is approachable. Now, for your profile to be approachable, you have to make your profile look kick-ass, okay? You have to make your profile look kick-ass, okay? So let's say in this example, I'm going to open Anushka Mehta in this case, because that's her profile there. Now, the first thing that I will look at on this profile usually goes on to this section. Guys, the screenshot that you see right here is basically an attention insight. What does it mean? The heat map that you see here is what human eyes look at the moment they open this page. Okay, this is a heat map of what human eyes actually look at. Now, if you look at this red color box, 51% of people are spending time on this box, right? This box is the section of content which 51% of the people look at when they open this page. If you remove the 22% for this section, the heavy red-hatted heat map, the remaining, I don't know how much, I'm bad at math, about 29% of it focus is going on the cover picture, because there is not much here, there's 1% here. About 25% of the focus is going on the cover picture. What that means, cover picture holds the highest significance apart from the profile picture. Alright, and this becomes a very important driving factor for you being approachable. So optimize your cover picture, please. First of all, don't make this mistake of not having a cover picture. It's such a powerful and important real estate. Don't screw up there. Alright, have a nice little cover picture, because that conveys a lot of information. It talks to your TG. Look at this, helping brands and startups with growth. In this case, if Anushka had a cover picture which said helping brands with writing content, how powerful would that have been? Credibility. In this case, I have a bunch of logos of places where I've been featured. In this example, Anushka could have simply put a few logos of brands that she has worked with in the past. How powerful that be? That would have built such amount of credibility in a few seconds, right? And finally, it should reflect who you are. It should convey who you are. It should talk about who you are, right? And that's basically where you say growth consultant, public speaker, and online course, and also the picture. Right here, the picture is also driving credibility in terms of I'm speaking to an audience. So that itself is driving credibility right there. On top of that, I'm also saying what it is. So here, Anushka could have written copywriter, freelance, or something like what kind of copy does she write. She's talking about content research, copywriting, content writing. She could have mentioned these keywords on the subject, on the cover picture as well. How powerful would that have been, right? You get my point? So that's what I'm talking about, guys. Have a proper cover picture, an optimized cover picture. Now, you might say, Vaibhav, give me some ideas to come up with cover pictures, please. So here's the thing. Let's say you're a personal brand. Try to add pictures of you speaking. I think that's the most important. Have you been invited to speak at an event? Have you spoken at any of the events? Make sure you mention that. On top of that, let's say you have pictures with, I don't know, some other, let's say you have a picture with Ratan Tata, I don't know, right? You have a picture with some CEO, founder, whatever that is, right? You can include that as well. You can include those pictures as well. That drives a lot of credibility. And on top of that, like I told you, try to add logos if you have some. Try to add, client testimony, client logos if you have some, or anything like that. If you have none of them, you could use something generic, like if you have none of them, you could use something generic with your name and what you do without an image on top of it, right? So that is something as well that you could do. So for a personal brand, I think you can check out mine, because that will give you an idea. You can see what I'm doing here, right? I'm trying to build a personal brand as well. So number 2 is looking for job. Now, a lot of students will come to me saying, Vaibhav, I don't have pictures of me speaking anywhere. Sorry, I'm a student, right? A lot of students might say, I cannot put any client logos, nothing like that. What should I do? For all those people looking for jobs or are students or don't know what to do, here's the thing. The best answer for something like this is put up a picture based on what you like. Let's say you want to become a marketer, right? Put up a picture relevant to marketing maybe. Or something that you can do is you can use the space to talk about what you're passionate about. In that space, you can have your picture and you can say passionate marketer working 24/7 to become a kick-ass marketer by 2022. That's when you graduate, right? Or passionate digital marketer learning every day. You get my point. Write a nice little line which will attract audiences, which will convey who you are. Put up a picture of yours if you can. If you can't put a picture, that's okay as well. Have a nice little background, and top of that, have a nice little copy on what you're looking for in terms of job, right? Put a picture. Let's say you are, I don't know, financial advisor. Have an image which is about finance maybe, right? And finally, if you're a lead generation person, if you're trying to generate leads, then you know what to do. Talk about your business, talk about your clients, talk about testimonials if you have some. You get the idea. It's the easiest for lead generation. Now, let me show you something, guys. There's something called as canva.com. For those people who don't know how to create this beautiful creatives, if you go to canva.com, it's totally free of cost. There's something called as Crello.com as well, which will help you to do this. So if you look for LinkedIn, there you go, LinkedIn banners. There are a bunch of ideas that you get right here. Look at this. How beautiful is this? Let's say you're looking for a job. There you go. You have a template. All you have to do is click on this. Obviously, don't do everything the same way. Click on that. You can just replace this image. Just play with it, guys. It's very straightforward. Replace this image. Replace the title that you have here. Put up a nice little caption here. You can change the colors of these as well and play with it, right? You get my point. So use Canva. Go through the banners it has. It will give you a bunch of ideas as well. Now, if you're stuck saying, Vaibhav, I don't know what to put, please use some Google search skills. Just look for cover picture ideas. So if I am you, I would go with LinkedIn cover pictures for, there you go, job seekers, right? Or LinkedIn cover picture ideas. And you will get a bunch of inspiration. There you go. If you go to images, there is a bunch of inspiration out there that you can go through. So instead of asking these basic questions, what I will strongly recommend you to do is do some research by yourself. I told you what are the elements that should be included. Alright. So that's basically it, guys. So cover pictures based on your objective. Alright. Now the next thing is optimize your description for your profile to be approachable. That is, towards the end of the description, share your email ID, share how they can possibly reach out to you. You cannot add links here. Links are not going to work. So make sure you add your email ID. If you're comfortable, drop your phone number, right? It doesn't matter. If you're looking for a job, you probably, sorry for that. If you're looking for a job, you probably want to go all out, right? So go ahead and do that, right? So that is something that you can do. And also, since we are talking about description, a few people might be like, Vaibhav, what should I put in description? I don't have anything in description. If you are one of those people who are like, I don't have a story to put, I'm just a college student right now, or I'm working for full-time job, I don't have anything interesting to say. Well, that is not true, my friend. If you think about it, you have had a life so far, right? Talk about those experiences. Talk about how you were part of sports when you were in college, how you are a singer and a dancer, or if you're none of that, how you are so good at arts. Everybody is good at something. Everybody is interested to learn something. Talk about your story. Put your story here. It doesn't have to be extremely long either, right? It could be 10 lines. It could be 5 lines. But as long as it is conveying who you are, it does solve problems for you. All right? And also make sure you mention a few details on how they can reach out to you as well. All right? And finally, optimize your recommendations and skills like I already mentioned. So make sure you have, see, when somebody is approaching you, let's say somebody is looking for, I don't know, a financial advisor or a chartered accountant for that matter, or let's say you're an interior designer for that matter, right? They're going to look at the kind of skills that you have, and not just that, recommendations becomes very important. Have other people recommended you. So try to reach out to your existing clients, past bosses and people like that, and try to accumulate a few recommendations if possible. But you know what? When it comes to recommendations, I prefer having a few but good ones rather than random ones. Alright? So that is what you should be doing next. Get a bunch of recommendations, get a few skills on top of that. Alright? So, and finally, conversion, optimize your profile. I already told you how powerful this space is. It's extremely, I think it's the most powerful real estate on your LinkedIn profile. So conversion, optimize this. Use this space to put up your call to actions. What could you use? If you want to put a call to action, if you're trying to generate leads, you can say book now, buy now, sign up now, book a free call, whatever it is. You can also use this space to build credibility. Let's say you have videos, you have testimonials, you have case studies, right? You have some features on newspapers or other things. You can put it on a Google Drive link and share them here as well, right? So drive some, or you can upload your testimonials on YouTube and upload them here. Now you might say, Vaibhav, how do I upload that? You can just simply click on this plus button and you see a bunch of options here. There are posts, that is you can upload your past LinkedIn posts, articles, LinkedIn articles, but the most powerful ones are links. So you can upload your link here, let's say a YouTube link, and let's say you have an image of an award that you received, you can directly upload presentations, documents and photos as well by simply clicking on one of these buttons. Okay, just in case if you don't see this featured section, under this hoodie also you should be able to see it. Okay, if you still don't see it, you can see something called as featured here. If you still don't see it here, okay, I will strongly recommend you to write to support, LinkedIn support. You can go to Twitter or just find out how to reach out to LinkedIn support and reach them out. Alright, now the other things that you can do is you can also add your blog articles, your website links, your LinkedIn posts like I said as well. Do you have any external links, external blogs that you have written on medium.com? Do you have your own website? You can put those links as well. So basically the way you should be using this section is, where would you want people who have come on this page to go to, right? In my case, I would want them to go to my programs. I would want them to check out my website. I would want them to check out my YouTube channel. I would want them to hire me as a speaker. So those are the ones that I have mentioned here, right? What are those things for you? You gotta mention them in the featured section. But again, I'm saying, please try to use this section. If you have nothing to put, that's okay. You can't do anything about it. Leave it blank. But I will strongly recommend you to think. And keep thinking. If you don't have any ideas right now, you might have it tomorrow, day after, right? So this is the process. So keep thinking. All right. So let's throw some featured idea section right now for based on your objective. Let's say your personal brand, right? As a personal brand, you might have blog articles, you might have websites, you might have written some posts on LinkedIn which did really well. You can post them up. Or as a personal brand, you might have spoken in some events and things like that. So as a personal brand, you have a bunch of ideas that you can do. And also you can use a Calendly link. Now, what do I mean by Calendly link? So Calendly link is basically, Calendly link is a link like this where people can go and book time on my calendar, right? You can also put those up. If you're looking for a job and you're not sure what you should put up in the featured section, here's the thing. What is that you are looking for a job at? Let's say you're a software engineer, developer, or whatever that is, marketer, CA, whatever that you're trying to become. Start writing a few articles on medium.com. You don't need a website for that. Go to medium.com and start writing content. It's free of cost to write articles on medium.com. Just go there and start writing content here. Alright? Now that is one. Two is, do you have resume? Since you're looking for a job, Upload your resume there, right? That will actually help. Upload your freaking resume there. In fact, I would say create a video of yourself, create a video resume of yourself. That is you shooting yourself, talking about what you do, talking about your resume, and upload that video and put that YouTube link there. How powerful is those things are? Pretty powerful, right? You can also put your certificates. Not all of them, but maybe one or two certificates that you're really proud of. You can put them there, right? And finally, if you're trying to generate leads, case studies, testimonials, call to action links, you have enough ideas again, right? So if you are trying to generate leads, you can put up your case studies on how it has worked for past brands. You can put up your testimonials, what others people are talking about it. You can talk about press articles, and you can also add Calendly links so that people can come, book, and check your product out. You can put your website link. There's so many ideas, right? So definitely think about it and start leveraging the featured section. There's something else as well, that is looking for a job or service section. All right. So if you, I think, if you go here, right, add a profile section, you will see something called as, okay, there you go. In the intro part, I get confused too. In the intro part, there are two new sections. Again, this might not be available for everybody. I'm going to solve this problem as well for you. Looking for a new job or adding services to client. If you are somebody who's looking for a new job, you can just select this and enter the information on what kind of job you want and everything around it, so that LinkedIn will start pushing your profile more for recruiters and providing service section for clients. For people who are trying to generate leads, or as a personal brand, you can also leverage this section where you can showcase services to clients. Let's say I want to showcase like brand consulting or whatever. Let's say I want to add as well. Let's say I want to say that I'm a social media marketing guy, right? I can add those skills as well, digital marketing, advertising, whatever that is. I can add a bunch of skills as well, right? And I can upload them so that a small section will come in the bottom. In fact, that also makes your profile searchable. Okay, let me quickly show you how. If I say marketing, okay, there you go. People in marketing, there you go. And if I put all filters, if I go down, you see services. So people can also search based on services that you have mentioned there. All right. So what are the services that you mention? If you have a service, let's say if I mentioned digital marketing, right? If I select digital marketing and apply, my profile might start showing up because I am providing services. You see, provide services. That basically says LinkedIn that I am providing the services. Please start showing me up on LinkedIn search if somebody specifies that. All right. So definitely leverage this based on your objective. Awesome. Now, if you can't see the service provided section, if you can't see that, like I've shown you here, like a few people might not be seeing that yet. That is, when you click on intro, you might not be seeing this. You only might be seeing looking for a new job. Then go to this link, sisinty.com/ssrequest, and fill up the form. You will get access to it very soon. All right. LinkedIn will give you access in a week or two. So go to this link and fill the form. All right. Now, with that being said, that is about everything about profile optimization. I hope this was power packed. I hope you learned a lot. Now, coming to the task. Now is task time, my friends. Coming to the task. Here is the task. Optimize your freaking LinkedIn profile. What did you expect? You knew what the task was for today, right? You knew it. Optimize your freaking LinkedIn profile. Now, what you have to do here, what is that you have to optimize for? Obviously, I won't ask you to go crazy. So I would say optimize your cover picture, capturing the capability via words and images. Build that trust flow. Okay, I already told you how to design a cover picture. Come up with a nice little profile picture. If you have, listen, don't put a profile picture of you chilling in Goa. Okay, it could be casual, but it cannot be super informal, right? It depends again. If your picture could be super formal as well, depending on the kind of job that you do, right? For me, casual does the job because I'm a startup guy, right? Add a description capturing who you are. So come up with a nice little description, include the keywords as well. Like I told you, LinkedIn search, remember, and the location you want your clients or a job from. right? Update that as well. List services and job opportunities section if you are looking for that. And finally, optimize your featured links section as well, right? Yes, this is a heavy dose task. It might take you about an hour, but it's totally worth it, because the amount of the kind of results that you will see once you optimize this profile, guys, by the end of the workshop, you will see your search appearances will go up. I assure you, your search appearances will go up. I assure you. So do it. Don't delay it. Just do it. Okay? With that being said, if you have questions, make sure you check out the FAQs, because I have answered a bunch of questions. So 90% of your questions will be answered in the FAQs. You can find that on the nice little pop-up in the bottom, or the PDF that you might have already received. Alright, with that being said, thank you so much. This is more about module 2. Make sure you're finishing the task. Alright? That being said, guys, I'm on LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, and Facebook, and also Instagram. Sorry, I missed out on Instagram. Here are the links. Hit me up there. And if you have any questions in terms of any support issues, you can always drop to support@sisinty.com. With that being said, thank you so much. I will see you in module 3. Good luck.